Hey there, it's Simon here. How are you? Thanks so much for tuning in today to the live stream. We are going to do a whole bunch of licks that you can just add to your playing as you're playing that will help you get along. Now, first up, I just want to say thanks to everybody at Patreon for helping make these streams possible. You can go over to Patreon and sign up now for as little as $3, $3.50, I think it is, a month. And that accesses you a whole bunch of charts and everything, a chart for every single YouTube video that I put up here. So, if you have any questions as we go, please don't hesitate to ask. We're going to kick it right off. If you have any trouble hearing anything, I need to adjust anything, just let me know. If you can't hear the vocal loud enough or the guitar clearly enough, just let me know and I will change it. So, let's kick it off. Now, last time what we did, we spoke a lot about major shape chords. So the sorts of things that we can do around your playing. So imagine if you have a song and it's got a G and then a D, A. Okay, so, for example, what's happening there is I've got A. These notes are from the A major scale. Also appear in the actual chords, a C sharp, an E, and an A. So, if we're playing an A and we play those notes over the chord at the same time, it's always going to fit, irrespective of what key you're in. Okay, so if you've got a song that's got just two chords, for example A and D, and you've got ages on A, that's fine, but it's a bit boring, let's face it. So wait for the vocal line to finish in your song. A-shaped bar chord like I've got here. I've got D, D major. That key is right here. So that is a super useful thing, right? And I have charts on all that sort of stuff over at Patreon on last month's live stream. So if you want to access that stuff, go and check it out. It's also available here on YouTube, just in the channel. Now, so that was some major stuff, but obviously you don't always play major chords. So let's have a think about a minor chord. Let's play an A minor chord. Now, so I've just got an E-shaped bar chord here at the 5th fret. It's A minor. Now, what's under there that every single guitar player knows? An A minor pentatonic. So, the same thing applies. All that stuff applies as well. So, if we're playing an A minor chord at any moment in that A minor chord, you can come out with those pentatonic licks. So that's a pretty cool trick. So that is trick number 1 for you today. So that you have your A minor chord, I'm playing at 7, a minor 7 chord here. There's our scale. Set yourself up a little jam track. You know, let's do that now. Got my little looper going on here. 1. Oh, that didn't start properly. Let's just do that again. Record. that's something that's pretty cool and very, very useful. Always with these things, I reckon, I'm not like, go and buy this technology, you must buy this, you must buy this. But getting a looper, if you have an electric guitar, is just literally the best practice tool you can have. It has so many different uses, like just for that kind of thing. It's really fantastic. Okay, so lick number 2 you can play whilst you're playing your stuff. We're going to go back into a major chord. Now, what you'll notice here is that we've got an A major. Now, this is a D major. You know that, right? So, but if I move that up, this is an A major, right? Because I've just gone from D, E, F, G, A. Now, what's the cool thing that you can do here with the chord? Well, you just play sus4. That's always cool, right? That's always a great sound. We'll come to that one in a second. Now, of course that means that we can do that here. And you're going to be in key because you're playing a sus4, so you're suspending the 4th, right? Suspending the 3rd rather, the C sharp, for a D. So you're going like D, C sharp, A, E. Right? Now, then you can do the same thing. Right. Now imagine that's your run. Now, I have to admit, I didn't come up with this. I didn't come up with any of this stuff. I stole it from other people. This one, I stole from Mark Knopfler. You might recognize that riff from when it goes... in maybe Sultans of Swing. But he is a big fan of the arpeggio. We're going to come to other arpeggios and other great guitar players that use those. So imagine if we've got an A in our song. All right? Let's just put that A in. Woohoo! Look at me go, right? That's a pretty easy thing to do, right? And so it's always going to match the chord because you're just playing the chord, right? It's a super cool thing, right? So you can of course do that over all those chords, right? So let's say if we went, let's play with G instead. You can split up the notes as you like, you know. You know, obviously, just make it up. Right? Anywhere, you know. Yeah. That's another A arpeggio. You probably recognize that shape. It's C coming up across there, right? So that's a really, really powerful one. Now, I alluded to other arpeggios by great guitar players. This week I learned Wichita Lineman by Jimmy Webb as popularized by Glenn Campbell. Now, I've got to say, I wasn't expecting it to have as many lessons in this song as it does. But one of the cool things is in the solo. So you know, it's how's it go? It goes, you know, B major 7. You get the idea? chords that come in and out. So what Glenn Campbell does on a live version I listen to, and I've actually learned the solo, and I'm going to do a lesson on it in a few weeks. But he starts off by playing the tune. And then he continues. I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. And then he comes up with this fantastic run over the D chord, right? So we've got a D chord here, and we've got F sharp, A, B, plays a D6 arpeggio, right? That gets him from the kind of tuney part of the solo into the so you see it's just so amazingly put together. It's because he's a fantastic guitar player, right? But that is a great trick. So let's just, I hope you've got your guitar in your hand. So here's F sharp, right? Here is F sharp, A, B, D, then slide into E. F sharp, A, yeah, B, all the way up. So 2, 5, 2, 5, 7, 4, 7, 9, 7, 9. Then he switches up to 10 here, which is an A. It was a really, really cool run. Right? There's the chord, right? Or there's the D6 sound, right? Interestingly, he actually finishes the solo off with this sort of 6/9 kind of chord where you've got, so you can hear the kind of tonality of that. Which is really cool. Okay, so if we've got any questions out there on those 3 tricks. So the first one we had was the minor stuff. So you've got the minor pentatonic right underneath. So if you've got a song that's got a minor chord there, like an E shape, E minor shape minor chord, all that stuff applies. The second trick was, that D shape arpeggio thing over an A chord, for example, or if you wanted to play over G chord, right, that works too. And then the third thing was this sort of Glenn Campbell inspired, I really thought I'd say that, Glenn Campbell inspired run, D6 arpeggiated run. So cool. I don't know, any questions? You're very quiet this morning, you people. Who have we got here? Have we got anybody we know, or are you all new to me? I don't know. Let's find out. Maybe if I click some buttons in here, I can go straight to the actual video whilst it plays. Da-da-bum-ba-dum-bum. Any questions? Questions are really good. Really, really help. Da-da-ba-ba-ba. Da-da-da-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. No questions at all. Okay. Well, it does make it hard if you guys don't have any questions. So, I think that's where we're going to finish this up today. So, those 3 licks, maybe we'll do one more. Let me just have a bit. Oh, that's right. I said I was going to do this open thing. This open thing is really cool. So, here's a D. Now, underneath that D, we've got D, E, F sharp, G, A, and B. Now what you'll notice there is a similar trick from before. One more Bodhi G, okay, deal. Now, that's really cool, right? Because we're in D major. Led Zeppelin, you'll kind of recognise that. Something like that. I don't really actually know how to play it, but it is this sort of vibe, right? D, E, F sharp. Now, the cool thing is underneath there we've got C sharp, B and A as well, which are also in key. So if you have like a sort of an acoustic-y kind of thing where you look like an absolute genius, but all you're doing is this double pull-off thing, right? Now, as a little aside, this is great when you come to drop D, because then you've got open 2-4, open 2-4, open 2-4, open 2-4, and then the chord. So when you come to playing sharp. A, we're missing the G in the scale, but right. Now, this also applies when you play D minor here. Here's D minor. Now, obviously that was major. We could play D minor, right? And then we can put our third finger across the third fret, so we basically have F5 here, and then back to D. So those runs actually have a lesson on Blind Faith's what's it called? Can't Find My Way Home. Eric Clapton and Steve Winwood lesson here on the channel, and that involves a lot of this right? So you can kind of see that in action, if you know what I mean. And that is a really, really fun time. You're kind of playing all this today. I feel very relaxed. The sun's out. Summer's on its way here in Sydney. It's like 25 degrees outside today. I'm going to go and enjoy the outside. I hope you have this has helped you out. If you have any questions, put them in the comments afterwards if you're watching post live. And thanks again to all my people at Patreon who support me to continue making these videos here at YouTube. There are 3 every single week. There's a Saturday lesson. Today's lesson was on... Oh, that's right. It was on... And then there's short lessons on Monday, some chord stuff usually, and Wednesday we do a thing called 1 Minute Wednesday, where, you know, we do a 1 minute video on something guitar-y. Alright, so thanks so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, like I said, put them in the comments afterwards. I will see you next time. Bye for now. Thanks for the question there, buddy. See you next time. Bye.